We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Packers of Montreal taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And we will not have a return here to start. Thanks to the new rule, the fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. Here's the fourth-year man, J.K. Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You talk about this Falcon defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Here's Watson now on second down. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the 50, it's Watson. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Packers! Christian Kirk, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Detroit Johnson.
Now Jones. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Biggie.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss. Throwing Jones. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Cockroach. Ladybug.
Back to throw. Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Falcons at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
You look at this Packers defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. There's some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Ladybug.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Again, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Bama.
Back to throw again. Hyatt there to grab it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They give him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 21. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Making the catch, the running back Raheem Mostert. And they corral him just a couple of yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Mostert is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he
and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it'll bring up third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Off of play action, it's Watson. Flush to his right. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Watson off play action. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Second and 10. Throwing again is Watson. This is caught. It's Kirk. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Eckler will score. Touchdown, Packers. Extra point try now from Dicker. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Packers 14, Falcons 7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roll through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure is starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen, did not let him get downfield.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. On first and 10, Jones. That pass caught. It's Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll run the draw with Mostert. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's Jones to throw on second down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. To the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Falcons 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the...
Oh, right on the heels of the pick 6. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on first and 10. A final shot before the break. Watson. His throw incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Now Jones. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Falcons take over first and 10.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Gold Cyclone! Gold Cyclone!
Looking to throw. Jones.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back road! Rita! Hey, alert!
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Timberland!
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones forced out to his left.
And this incomplete. Oh, my. He might have been celebrating in the end zone if he'd held on. Nearly picked, but instead, it'll bring up 4th down.
Detroit Johnson.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That is caught. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
Cockroach.
Back to throw. Jones. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Gold River! Gold! Ladybug! Great!
They'll look to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Over the middle here. It's hauled in by Watson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Here's Mostert.
And he is into the end zone for the Falcon touchdown.
Raheem Mostert, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Aubrey good with the PAT.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Out of the gun, Watson. Open man is Kirk, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. There he goes, left side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. To throw is Watson. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And it's a Packers touchdown. Austin Eckler. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now Jones. He has Hyatt over the middle. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
Timberland. Detroit.
Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the fourth quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Timberland.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. Just a gain of a couple there. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go.
Now Jones wants to change it up. Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
77 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Detroit Johnson. Cockroach.
Jones on 1st and 10. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Grant Calcaterra,
23 yards for the touchdown.
and the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. The extra point up and good by Auburn.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively,
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
He's to the 10.
Touchdown, Packers.
Austin Eckler.
His third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year.
And the Packers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now up to 14.
Packers 35, Falcons 21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson. 2 yards on the pickup. It's
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Other side.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that's caught by Williams.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Bama, Bama, Bama.
Now Jones. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Steps away to his left. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. To throw is Jones. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Jones. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Timberland. Detroit. Rita.
Jones. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, Eckler. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Now Watson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Watson now to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. Down inside the 10. And he has a Packer first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And Watson's going to throw it here. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.